Oh, there's even more news out of Disneyland.
Okay.
Look at this. They're pushing back. The Monsters, Inc. Mike and Sully to the Rescue closure is pushed to 2027, but they're promising the Avatar attraction is not delayed.
How can you delay something that you haven't put a timeline on yet?
Ooh. As Disneyland Forward, by the way, Disneyland Forward should be Disney California Adventure Forward, prepares to finally physically take shape. Disneyland Resort was poised to close a ride early this year so that work could begin on a much anticipated new area. A portion of the current Hollywood backlot area of Hollywoodland at Disney California Adventure will be transformed to a new version of Pandora World of Avatar. I will say, after watching all 3 Avatar films in a very short period of time, I'm not interested in going to see an Avatar land. To make way for this new experience, Monsters, Inc. Mike and Sully to the Rescue was set to close in early 2026. However, Disney has announced that it will remain open in 2027, into 2027, with younger families in mind who have limited offerings at the park. Wait. So this isn't closing for 2 years? And Avatar is still not going to be there?
Well, I would assume that means they're going to be working behind it for a while before they close it down.
This does not seem like turbocharging to me. Disneyland Forward was a lot of smoke and mirrors as well. I mean, again, they very much presented it as a change and update to Disneyland, but what they meant was Disneyland Resort. And we covered this on this channel. As soon as it was approved, suddenly it started. The language shifted from improvements to Disneyland to improvements to Disneyland Resort at Disney's California Adventure. Like, this was sold in the most favorable way possible, and then as soon as they had the signature on the dotted line, they made it clear that it was DCA that was getting all of this stuff. So I'm not surprised to see that that they're moving these timelines back. It's good that they're moving the timelines back if it's just going to sit there dormant, because like Splash Mountain was down for a good period of time before they brought in Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
Right.
Tron famously took 6 years to build out at Walt Disney World Resort, Magic Kingdom specifically there. If they're waiting to do something to Monsters, Inc. I don't know if this means the Avatar Pandora World of Avatar. Man, it's so exhausting to use the full names on these things.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to visit If you're going to visit Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge when you're visiting from the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser, remember to use your magic band, whatever. I think that the delay of the closure of this ride, 1, is good because that means that it's not going to be dormant, but 2 is bad because it seems like the Avatar thing, that's a long ways away. That's actually enough time that I wonder if they would reconsider if they're going to do something else at this point. So what do you think, Marv?
I think that, there's no way that this is not going to push Avatar back. And if it doesn't push Avatar back, I have to question like how good of a land this is going to be. I think they're probably going to be working in that backlot area a lot to begin with. So maybe they're like, maybe we don't have to. Maybe this is just like hey, we had planned to take this ride down during construction, but we don't actually have to take it down right away. In which case, I think that's maybe some forward thinking. Like maybe we don't have to sacrifice value right now. We can wait to do it, which I think that could be a good thing.
Yeah, I do think that's good. I think they need capacity at these parks. Let's see if they have anything else to say on why. Let's see. They said Mike and Sully to the Rescue opened in 2006, replacing Superstar Limo. In my mind, they have 2 versions of each one of these rides, and Superstar Limo is they're trying to get you to an audition as quickly as possible. So over there at Hollywood Studios, formerly Disney MGM Studios, they had Aerosmith's Rock and Roller Coaster featuring Aerosmith. That was about getting their fans to the venue on time.
The concert, yeah.
Right. So in the same way that Everest is the East Coast version of the Matterhorn, that Rock and Roller Coaster is the East Coast version of Mike and Sully to the Rescue. Sure. While no longer being represented on the West Coast, a Monsters Inc. door coaster is coming to Hollywood Studios. Let's see. It will remain open, will not delay the upcoming Pandora World of Avatar. Well, if it was already delayed before they said it, okay. That being said, it's kind of unbelievable that at least one more full year of operation for the backlot area wouldn't somehow push this project back. Of course,
Did they
Disneyland
ever give us
Resort.
a time frame on that Avatar land, or is it just going to be like, oh, it's not getting pushed back, even though it is actually getting pushed back?
Yeah,
We just don't know.
I think looking at this, they're probably hiding the ball here. If I'm being fully blunt about it here, I wonder if I could bring in a little bit more clarity to this. If you just go over here to the numbers and look, Avatar made $3 billion at the world box office
With 100% fiber.
with 100% fiber, absolutely, and no frustration. I think things started to get a little bit more clogged up with Avatar: The Way of Water, bumping down by 700 million. Again, I'm rounding here a little bit and doing it. Okay, these are ballpark figures. You can see the actual figures on screen, going down by 700 million, and then now over here, Avatar: Fire and Ash, again, a lot of fiber. H&R Block can probably help you get things unblocked with a little bit of fiber. The worldwide box office for Fire and Ash is almost $1 billion less than The Way of Water. So I'm not trying to say that this is not a property that you should invest in for a theme park, but audience interest in Avatar is showing a trend line. I would also say Fire and Ash is probably the most accessible of the Avatar films. It has the most military conflict in it with guns and in fights and all that kind of stuff. But Avatar is not what it used to be. I'm not saying that it doesn't make money, because obviously it does make money. It made $1.5 billion at the box office, but it's trending at one half of what was made back when the first one came out in 2009, and inflation has happened since then. Since we're on the fiber stuff, if you got inflammation in your diet, get rid of that.
Right.
So I wonder if that has anything to do with this decision to delay the Monsters Inc. Mike and Sully to the Rescue closure until 2027, and who knows when in 2027 they'll have an entirely different CEO by that point.
Indeed.
Thanks for watching That Park Plays News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.